right, guys, we have another Atlanta staple sitting here on the sofa with me, Mr. Anthony David himself, guys. I mean, I was just sitting here telling him every festival in Atlanta, every hot spot in Atlanta, my man Anthony David is the man of the hour.
Somehow.
Okay, so Anthony, tell me what's going on with you nowadays.
Well, it's good news. The good news is we just signed the Universal Republic, actually a label underneath Universal Republic, which is called Sober, which is India Arie's label. That's my homie, sister, friend, and all that. And she basically made it arranged so we could release our record nationally, internationally, with the national, international type exposure. So I have a new record coming out in June called AC Ducey that is on that. And then the single is actually her and I, and it's called Words, and that'll be coming out in April. Been playing on V103 already, but yeah, that's the biggest news. And other than that, I'm breathing.
All right.
Yeah.
Now tell me if I have this correct. India Arie was the first person that you actually met and kind of became friends with in the industry here in Atlanta when you moved here?
Yeah, actually, when I came down here to Atlanta just driving just to see. I'm from Savannah, but I was living in North Carolina, and I came here for New Year's. Got out at the underground here where Sugar Hill is now, and I just got out the car and walked in, and I saw this girl that was interesting. I saw among us a lot of people that were interesting, but she was the most interesting. So I decided to talk to her and get to know her, and then we just remained friends for a good amount of years, and we started doing music together.
So what inspires you? I mean, what gets you going as far as your music is concerned?
Really regular life. There was something out of a Malcolm X, his biography that Alex Haley wrote. They were talking about the FOI once, and one of the guys had told him, reality is much better than fantasy a lot of times. For me, it's just finding the fly stuff in regular life. Like I have a song called Kinfolk. This is about a family reunion. A lot of people, why do you need the VIP in the club and diamonds and all that stuff when you just have a family reunion? That's priceless. So that kind of stuff. And just regular, love, romance, and all that. Life.
Okay. So would you put your music in sort of like, I don't want to say a box per se, but is it a certain genre? I mean, are you funk? Are you soul? Are you R&B?
Well, first off, I'm kind of recognized to be in the neo-soul thing, which is fine with me. Soul, neo-soul, R&B, they're all labels. We've created this new thing called Millennium Blues, because when I learned how to play music, I learned to play the guitar, and my entrance into it was the blues. And really what I do is find the blues in everything, because that's the root of everything. African music, blues is the root of everything you can think of, from rock and roll to house to jazz to, it's the root. Gospel, all of that stuff is tied into blues in some way. So it's Millennium Blues as we take it into this.
Okay, so tell people, where can they go to cop your albums, to get your music? Is it in every, music store, or do you have MySpace, or what's the deal?
Well, I have two albums that I did independently, and they're called 3 Chords and the Truth, and one of them is called Red Clay Chronicles. And those are, they may be in stores now, but now that we're doing the new record, we're pretty much, if you don't get them now, you might not be able to find them for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah, so look for AC Ducey in every store in June.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate you joining us tonight. And do you want to wish Miss Keisha Jackson a happy birthday?
Absolutely. Keisha, you're my girl. You are the consummate vocalist. You are what I think of when I think of a true singer. And it was amazing to me, and one of the most fortunate things I've ever had in my life, to be able to do stuff with you, work with you, because I would have been so afraid of you before, and you just let me know what a real person you are and what it's all about, you know what I mean? And you made me feel confident enough to bring things further. So I always want to work with you. I want to do that for the rest of my life, so I appreciate it. Happy birthday. I should have said that.
All right, Mr. Anthony David right here at Mental Note. It's your girl Purpose Vision. Stay tuned.